to be back on here. It's been a week and I have not been doing any readings. I've been super busy with my work. And so getting back in touch. I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe. If you've never been to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the way I read. I also offer personal readings. I'll go ahead and do another special like I did last week through today only, which is Sunday, $20 personal readings. All that information will be below or in the About section of my channel. Now, yesterday, when I was at the lake with my family, I kept hearing this song over and over again, not on anybody's radio, and even my niece said, "Aunt Jamie, why do you keep singing that song?" I don't know. And then it kind of left me until I get ready to do your reading, and it's back. The Weekend did a song called "I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You." Pretty much, that's all it says. It talks about being numb. So I don't know if Scorpio is dealing with. Excuse me, just a moment. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Let's do that before we even get started. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. But I love it. All right, so I think it's talking about numbing out, and it talks about we'll both be numb. So I don't know if you're like drinking or other things when you're with a certain person, but you really enjoy the way it goes, but nobody is actually really feeling anything when it's like that, but everybody likes it. So I don't know if that's going on with you, Scorpio, or the person you're dealing with, or what. But we're about to see. We're going to pull these energy oracles first, see what's going on in relationships for our Scorpio collective. And then we're going to pull some tarot to see what else is going on. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for our Scorpio collective. What's happening for them at this time? For their highest good, for spiritual growth and relationships, or Scorpio. Show me, Scorpio. This could be you, Scorpio. Maybe you're working on a relationship or something from a love space in some way. This is the woman holding the heart. It comes to the number 8 in numerology when it breaks down. So this may be something from the past as well. You may have been dealing with someone that you had a lot of love for, or someone that sparked those emotions in your heart in some way. Or this could just be your own identity in the upright, holding on to your personal cup energy, that water energy that Scorpio is so known for. What else for Scorpio? I love the butterfly in her hair, too. It stands for transformation. Masculine and feminine balance here, with the man holding the heart, too. You may be approaching now someone that is in their masculine energy, or you may be trying to embody that. It's going from the 8 to the 9, so there's growth there, absolutely. Getting ready to end a cycle or meld together inside of a cycle that you may not have had in the past. So there's definitely growth here in this particular Scorpio reading, which is very positive and in the upright for this masculine and feminine cup energy to be balanced. In the past, you were in the receiving mode, and then here this giving energy is here, and it is very loving. Cup full, actually. That's a good space. All right, let's see what else. I can't help but notice the sun on the bottom. You may be dealing with Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What else for Scorpio? One more card for Scorpio. What else does Scorpio need to see? Thank you. Door to value. It's the number 4 card. So you may be holding on to something that has earth energy, money. You got to be careful with that 4, though. When you hold on too tight to something, sometimes you can actually manifest the loss of that, and you want to get past a 4. You'd much rather have growth in that and at least be at a 6 or above. 6 is an equal give and take in earth energy. Okay, but then when you get down into the 4s, it's paycheck to paycheck, holding on to what little you have. And it may take some self-confidence with that Leo card trying to flip out with the sun, in order to have the confidence that whatever you're building, starting from a heart space, creates more growth. And that might be something that you're going to learn that will allow your value to increase, whatever value or personal value is to you. I can tell you, as a water sign, doing this cup energy in the upright with the masculine and feminine, whether it's another individual coming into your life to reflect that energy to you, to learn from, or whether it is you embodying that energy in and of itself, is a very positive momentum. So you can defeat and get above this 4. And we're going to look at the tarot and see if there's going to be an increase from it. You may be being called right now, because this is the 10 card, to focus on that 3rd chakra. I'm going to read that 3rd chakra card to you because I think there's some advice in here for my Scorpio collective at this time. Just because we went from the 8 to the 9, over here's the 4 as a side note, and then that comes to a 10 with that 3rd chakra. So let's see what that is about. That might be the key to the growth in this scenario, especially after we look at the tarot. So let's see here. Emotions of desire and life force energy. That's the umph that's down deep that creates growth. Believe it or not, coming from a cup space, something you love, something that you find more passion about, is very much a big factor in how that you can release that holding on energy that may not be as healthy. So basically, the 3rd chakra is the center of your life force energy, and the issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. You may have felt like that your energy was a little low in the past. So when this card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. It's time to move forward. The completion of your desires is coming up in the forefront. You can move toward those now. So you may be feeling more resonant with your surroundings, and your soul might be calling you to direct your energy in a more focused and purposeful manner. That means figuring out what it is going forward and in your future direction that actually sparks a desire for growth, personal growth, and personal building. Okay? So that's what I'm getting off of that. Since the cup energy is in the upright, I'm going to go with the Rider-Waite. I don't feel the light seers at the moment for the reading. So let's look with the Rider-Waite deck and see what's going on for this collective of Scorpios. Remember, not every reading is about you. Look for your sun, moon, and your rising and other Scorpio placements, especially seeing what house Scorpio placement is for you. For me, Scorpio's in my 3rd house. And you can look all those house placements up. You can Google those or YouTube what each house means. And you'd be very surprised at what you learn about yourself by learning what sign your house placements are in and the characteristics that fall in place for you depending on what sign you're watching a reading for, okay? For our Scorpio collective, spirit angels, ancestors, guides, what messages do you have? What's at the base of their relationship reading for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio. You got 2 cards at the base, Scorpio. You may be dealing with something that's karmic or a Capricorn energy, someone that you might be tied together with, or habits. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I like it. This kind of connection we really, really like. The devil is attractive. As a matter of fact, in the light seers, let's see if I can find the devil in here to give you an idea of what that looks like. For you feminines out there, or people who are attracted to masculine, regardless of your gender, I'll show you the devil in the light seers is a great depiction of that Capricorn energy. Something very Saturnian. Look and see what your Saturn placements are too, Scorpio. Because that song that's coming in, I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I like it. Check out that devil card. These are the same cards. Okay, this is the Rider-Waite and this is the Light Seers. This devil is very sexy. Right? Well, picture that as not a human. So if you're not actually dealing with a Capricorn, picture this as an energy. This is something that you do. It's your go-to entertainment or your go-to habit. That I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Maybe this habit keeps you from feeling left out in the cold because you keep reverting back to this little habit. Or if it's a person, it is a karmic pattern that keeps happening over and over again. That's at the base of the reading. And whatever this is, I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I like it or I love it. Right? So this is something that keeps happening, you keep doing, that you're karmically tied to, that keeps you from feeling left out. The secret here is this emotion of not feeling left out is still on the table. You know what that tells me? That if this is even on the table as a factor, then the Scorpio I'm dealing with right now, here in this energy, that's dealing with that, there's something to do with it. And it has something to do with personal value. That might just be out of balance, Scorpio. This is your opportunity for personal growth. Okay? It's that life force energy that we're talking about in this card. What sparks you? Do you really want to be numb? The key to actually getting through that emotion is allowing this emotion to actually happen so you can figure out why it's there to start with. So I feel like that I might be talking to a Scorpio that has something to do around feeling left out, feeling left behind, feeling abandoned, ostracized in some way. And when you do this particular thing over and over again, you feel included. And you're trying to avoid not feeling included here in this scenario. All right? So what's crossing this for the Scorpio I'm talking to today? That's a lot. Scorpio may feel a little trapped. Something you feel like you cannot get out of. But that's toilet paper torture, guys. If she can take that blindfold off, this is in your mind. You're not really trapped. No. You ain't lying about it either, and you know where your happiness lies. That 10 of Cups, sitting right there. That thing that makes you feel happy actually makes you feel trapped. It's a double-edged sword, right? What's happening in the past? Where'd this come from for Scorpio? You had a decision to make. There was an Ace of Wands here. It's an offer of passion, brand new start, some kind. Could have been dealing with a fire sign or somebody with heavy fire. And then not wanting to juggle anymore. And then the wheel of fortune turns and it did not go in either your favor or the person you were dealing with. Right, here's the... All right, this is wanting to come in the upright. So we were juggling, we weren't juggling. Back and forth, back and forth. Wheel of fortune turns the opposite direction. I want you to notice this Wheel of Fortune card. When it's in the reverse like this, the devil got turned upside down. The plan didn't work. The plan got dashed. Devil got... He's exhausted. You may have worn out a Capricorn too. I feel like there's a lot of sword energy here too. When I look at the Two of Swords, could have been dealing with maybe Aquarius, Gemini, Libra too, but I feel like that's an energy. There's a lot about truth, passion, and money here. Not a whole lot of love. I can feel my face when I'm with you. Might have been spending a lot of time drunk, high, unhealthy habits. Show me the hopes and dreams for Scorpio. There's something to do with Taurian energy, higher commitments, relationship energy, marriages, hierarchy. Also the house, home, hearth. And we think a lot about the fact that we do not want to pass judgment on it. We don't want to come to this crossroads, but it's on the table. We know it. We see it coming. We feel it coming. We know that decisions are getting ready to be made that may feel a little bit out of our control. Scorpio does not like that feeling. And there's definitely a feeling of that here on the table. What's in our fear position for Scorpio? Breadcrumbs. But that is the 6. So we don't want to hang on with the 4. We do want to get to the 6. But we fear it at the same time. We fear having to give back the same thing that we're getting. Why? Because that means we might have to straighten out some kind of karmic thing that we do that might change a dynamic that we got real comfortable in. What's coming up in the near future for Scorpio? All right. There's something about not knowing the whole truth and a missed opportunity that is really about to keep us up at night. It's going to feel bothersome. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, Scorpio. Keep in mind, tarot doesn't dictate the future, you do. Knowing that that's the energy with what's going on here that could be coming up, we have to put a focus on it, because if you don't, then you can't change the outcome, because your personal free will and the decisions that you make can be the thing that actually helps change the outcome. Okay? All right. What do we need to know about that for Scorpio? There may be a mother wound here. I heard mother wound as soon as I saw this in the reverse. You could also be dealing with an Aries, Taurus, or Libra, but it's in reverse. This is a mother figure, somebody who could run an empire or not running it right, but this is also having to do with a mother wound. Not feeling nourished in some way, missing a mother, missing, that Empress energy or the nurturing that you get from that, or not being able to manifest the hopes and dreams or desires that we have. And it could be around a missed opportunity of some kind. Back here, when I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. So there's something you keep going back to, or someone you're dealing with keeps going back to, that is hindering growth in some way. What's an outside influence to this for Scorpio? There it is. Feeling left out. Not being able to look at a cup half full. For someone here, it feels half empty. That's about perception, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be that way, but how do you look at it? How do they look at it? This could be about someone else. I don't know. You put the pegs where they belong, but somebody here, as an outside influence, feels like their cups have been spilled out. Why? For Scorpio. Maybe something about a Gemini, or a connection that's divinely appointed that could be coming together. This connection may make you feel, or it's a choice that we made revolving around earth energy or towards Virgo Capricorn, or trying to be the King of Pentacles, or a connection with the King of Pentacles that's in your life that makes you feel left out. What's the potential outcome in the near future? Waiting. Intuition, catching up with someone, could be waiting on a Pisces. This is also knowing some things and not revealing everything. And we're waiting for the knowledge that comes through with our intuition. What else? No longer hiding. Cancerian, Pisces energy. Coming out from under the moon and no longer hiding this information. It may revolve around the Queen of Wands. She's sexy. She knows exactly what she's after. She will become the Empress very quickly. That Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if it's a human. But as an energy, that's the sexiest female on the planet from a perspective of some people. And not being able to celebrate either with that person, because the Queen of Wands looks at that like that celebration is a blockage of some kind. And not being able to do that. And at the very bottom, finally go into a calmer space. Still, we're moving from the 4 to the 6, which is definitely, you don't see this part coming though, okay? And you may not have all the information revolving around that, Scorpio. All right? It's going to feel like it moves very slow, but it's not the time right now to get into relationships or so. This is a self-focused journey at the moment that Scorpio is supposed to be walking down this road right now of self-growth, I think. That might not be something that you really want to hear right now, because everybody wants love. But you don't have to walk away at the moment. It's focusing on getting that cup energy in the upright. First for yourself, before anybody else. So let's get some animal oracle advice for our Scorpio collective. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, what kind of advice do you have for Scorpio? I'm noticing a magician here. That's Virgo. It's time to come up with a plan, Scorpio. A plan that's going to create more self-growth by growing something for yourself. That's how you attract more in the long run. That is going to allow you to be more inclusive of others. But you got to figure out for yourself who you are first and foremost. What do you see yourself growing on your own if you haven't been doing that already? Or the person you're dealing with needs to do more self-focus. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. All right? It might be time to back off from that because it's karmic. you know? Sure, he's sexy, but that's the puppet master right there. And if you're not careful, that habit, that thing where I can't feel my face, as fun as it is, can be bad news in the long run. It may create a missed opportunity. And it's coming, the Scorpio I'm dealing with, or the person they're dealing with, that's coming from a space of a mother wound, quite possibly. So, like, again, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Libra, once again, Taurus. And all the water signs are here. Show me spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, animal oracle advice for Scorpio. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. So you may need to focus on yourself and your family right now. What else for Scorpio? Let me get that. Yeah, what I say, this is about personal growth, because this says that take time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So this is about finding that space inside of yourself for self-growth. That is what attracts others into your space who's going to be in alignment with you. So right now is the time to do some self-reflection so that you can do self-growth. And it looks like you're well on your way to that, but it's time to beware of holding on to things that may not serve you. The feeling of release and allowing yourself to go into a space sometimes where you may feel like you're a little bit left out is actually going to be where you find your most growth. And that may sound like an oxymoron to you, but in reality, I've done it. And it's worth it in the long run. It doesn't feel that good when you do it, but if you're the brave soul that can do it, you'll find growth there, and you won't keep tapping on the same button that you might have been tapping on in the past that kept you blocked, possibly. So, I'm excited for you, Scorpio, and I hope that there's a lot of self-growth there if you haven't dealt with that already. But if it's somebody you're dealing with, encourage them to have their own personal space and personal growth goals. Don't feed into things, with others that might not help their personal growth. Sometimes they can't even see it themselves. All right? So anyway, that's my advice for Scorpio today. Thank you for coming to my channel. Again, become part of the tribe, please, by sharing, subscribing. And if you'd like that personal read, please get with me on that. And until next time, much love and light to you, Scorpio. Thank you for coming. Mwah.